Hello, my name is Makaiman Yos, and for this weekly discussion, I'll be using a quote as my short text. Um, it's a quote that my basketball coach used to say at the beginning of every season before one of the practices, usually within like the first week or so. Um, the quote is originally by Tim Noki. It goes, "Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard." And to me, this quote shows that success depends more on consistent effort than on the natural ability. Um, when I read this quote, the first thing that stands out to me is how simple it is, and it only being 10 words long, and still delivering a powerful message with a really big like contrast between hard work and talent. I like put like side by side. Um, I think it makes the reader stop and think about which what really matters more. Um, Many people assume that talent is the most important factor to success, but Doki like flips that idea around. Um, he argues that effort is the true key to success, because even someone who is more naturally gifted won't get as far if they don't stay like consistent and dedicated and put in the work. And on the other hand, a person who might not start with as much natural talent can still achieve greatness if they decide to stay consistent and be disciplined with themselves. Um, I think something that also notices out to me is the repetition in him saying hard work. The repetition of hard work, how he says it in the beginning and the end, is important. I think by him saying it twice, emphasizes the point that hard work is more important in a way that will like stick to your mind, and I think it gives it a more motivational tone and makes the quote more memorable and encouraging. Um, this message connects to real life in sports, school, and possibly even your career, possibly. For example, in basketball, there might be players who are naturally tall, fast, or skilled, but if they don't put in the effort, someone less talented but more disciplined can pass them up and become better than them. Um, in school, a student who studies consistently and is always focused, I think will perform better on like tests than someone who is naturally smart and understands things but doesn't put in any effort to further their knowledge. That's why I think this quote is so popular and athletic in academic settings. It reminds people that effort is always something that you can control to better yourself. Um, I think the overall effect of this quote is that it levels the playing fields, and it tells us that talent might give someone an advantage, but hard work ultimately decides who will succeed in the end. Um, for me, the takeaway is if you're willing to put in that effort, you can reach your goals no matter how much natural ability you start with. I think that's why this quote continues to motivate people. It's a challenge and a reminder that while your talent may fade, if you put in hard work, it will ultimately pay off in the end. Yeah.